My name is Nicole John Savanarat, also known as Nicky JS. He's awesome. He was a good guy. We'll see him again someday.
Yeah. It's so, what do you have, you know how people were saying, when are you going to get signed? Like, do you have hopes, dreams, goals, or is it just kind of where the day takes you? Like, what's fun?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll just go where the wind blows and not rush into anything because we've done it this long and we've had just as much fun without being signed as when. I just think it just brings more problems if you have that, you know.
What do you mean?
More money, more problems, like Mickey said. I like being a normal guy and slipping back into Clark Kent mode instead of Superman, you know.
That's cool. Now, what were you like as a kid growing up?
Just a normal kid running around, riding a bike and go fishing or whatever. Getting into trouble and then learning from it.
And what did you want to be when you were a little kid? You know, when they asked you in school or something, like everyone's like a doctor or...
I always wanted to work on the railroad, believe it or not. I don't know why that thing looks like a cool job. Just sit there in that train and go wherever it goes. But then I ended up falling in love with music and never stopped loving it.
That's cool.
It's a good, you know, outlet.
The railroad's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought about that.
Yeah, I like
I always
it.
thought it was cool.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, let's see, explain us, pick one of your songs and kind of tell me about it, and then we can all kind
Well,
of...
like the newest one that me and Chad and my little brother did is Kerosene Kiss. It's that jazzy kind of beat. And I was like, you know, because I like that kind of music, like, what is Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. I like that because their voices just carry so well, and like when you hear that song, you automatically want to get down and dance or something. So that's what we try to do with that. And it's just like a concept of like, I just thought of a bunch of ideas that might happen in a night where you go to the bar or whatever, and certain things you might see. Just talking about, you know, the guy on stage singing to everybody, and he sees a girl out there, and then he can't get her out of his head, but he's supposed to be singing or whatever. And then the bar closes, and he goes and kicks it with her. And then at the end of the night, you know, they had a good night.
I like that song. I really like that one. It stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's what I try to do.
Cool.
Because if it sticks in my head, I know it'll stick in your guys'
right,
head.
right. That's true. You're right. And so, are you working on anything today?
Well, not today, but we will be getting some new stuff done.
Okay.
We've just been kind of busy. I babysit my little nephew, and then help my other brother out. And then I come help snow removal with this brother right here, and do some landscaping later maybe.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a job that you kind of squeeze in when it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we have some free time, we try to get in here and do some music or make a little video or whatever. Just to show that we're not just sitting around doing nothing. We are trying to get out there and, you know, get people interested.
And I think it's so you kind of, now where is it that we are and where you make music?
Yeah, pretty much. We can do it anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this is an interesting one, like the laundromat.
Yep, we just kick it. We used to do it in the basement at our mom's house, so we moved up a little bit. I mean, I've gone to the big studios and all that, but it's just the same stuff, you know. It's just more expensive when you go there.
So it's kind of cool. It's like, I didn't explain coming, like people, you know, I can see where we are, but people can't. It's like, all right, you come in, you can see all the washers and...
Yep. It's not as big as everybody, you know, soups it up to be. Anybody can do it. They really can. Because I'm just anybody too. I'm just a normal guy who happens to sing sometimes and do landscaping and snow removal.
It's cool because, like, you can be at work and do this kind of at the same time. It's like ideal. Now, do you guys do shirts or a friend? Like, who does the shirts?
Right there.
Oh,
Okay,
you do. Okay. I know it's got something's connected here. Okay, so you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Cool.
We try to keep busy.
Yeah. And so, tell me if you ever play in town here.
Well, I haven't done none here in town, but I've done things up in the cities and a couple shows in Sioux Falls, and we do a couple in Worthington. You know, just local stuff. The bartenders love us because we bring all the people in. Get them some money and stuff.
Now, like, do you ever, like, your mom's Caucasian, your dad's Laotian.
Yep.
How does that affect your music?
Well,
Does it at all?
because I don't look either way. I don't look Caucasian and I don't look Laotian. I look more Hispanic. So they're like, what does this guy do? And he's talking about all this other stuff, and they think I'm, you know, Hispanic or whatever. So it's kind of an icebreaker when they get to meet me.
That's funny. The icebreaker's like, You're
They'll say something to me
Mexican,
in
right?
Spanish, yep.
Oh, wait, what?
And then I'll be like, nope, I speak English and a little bit of Laotian.
That's funny. So are there Laotian references in your work?
There's a few of them. Like I'll talk about my dad or whatever and say where he comes from. But I'd like to put that more into my songs too. We just got to make a good beat to do that. So it's really up to me to get that out of me, you know.
And is it, I mean, do you have strong ties to your like different parts of your background? Like some
Yeah.
people are just like, cool, that's just who I am, and some are like, I'm
No,
very...
listen, it's pretty much, you know, something that I have to have. Otherwise, I don't feel whole anymore because I love both sides of who I am. Like there's a lot of good food. There's good Asian food and there's good American food, and it just blends. There's a lot of different types of blood in my family. Like I'm half Laotian and half Caucasian, and so is my little brother. But my half little brother and sister are half Caucasian and Hispanic. So, you know, I got everything in my family.
That's interesting. I love that people think you're
Yep.
Mexican or Spanish speaking. Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't look like my little sister and brother. They look more like Caucasian than I do, and I'm like, I'm not even a bit Hispanic.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Do you think it gives, I mean, people like, you know, the farmer kind of folk in town like an opportunity to talk? Like,
Yeah.
oh, because
They love it because I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, go talk like Minnesotans do and just shoot the breeze with them. And I'll talk about corn all day if they want to talk about corn or pigs or cows or whatever. Because, you know, growing up around here, you got to do stuff like that.
That's good. Any of that end up in a song? Or is that too weird to rap
No,
about?
it's not weird. It's a good idea. I might have to do that. Because, you know, a lot of people around here would understand and feel how it is. Because I've worked in, you know, the pork plants and the chicken plants and all that. I've gone rock picking in the fields and all that. I like doing that stuff. Go fishing or whatever.
Now, what is it that people like that don't really understand small towns? What is it? How do you explain it to them? What do you think they're missing?
I think they're missing, like, because everybody knows everybody pretty much. They know what you're doing and your family and, you know, what you guys like to do. Like when you hang out or whatever, you see the same people wherever you go. And then, you know, when you wave at them, they always wave back. I learned that up here, people are a little bit nicer. It seems like in Vegas, when you wave at them, they just keep going. There's nothing wrong with Vegas, but I don't think, you know, they're used to just saying hi to everybody. I say hi to anybody, whether they say hi to me or not.
And so Minnesota too, like I on your site, it's like you got the Minnesota hat. Like
Yeah.
you seem like really tied to Minnesota also.
I love it. This is where I'm from, what made me and what helped, you know, mold me. And I've taken that even when I was in Vegas and told them about it. They're like, what's Minnesota? I'm like, that's where I'm from. They don't know nothing about snow or nothing.
And last one for now, and then we can do some other stuff. What do you hope people, like when they hear your music or meet you kind of get from it?
I just hope they understand that, like, I'm just a normal dude just like them. You know, just trying to have fun and make my mark in life. You know, you can live forever a little bit. Because when I'm gone, my songs will still be here. That way they can play them whenever they want, and then it's like I'm with them, you know.
That's cool.
Try to keep it timeless.
Yeah.